Hi everybody, it's Jen with Caketastic Cakes. I'm going to show you today how I made this LOL cake. It's a really simple cake and it doesn't have to be an LOL cake. You can also just see and take in how you could make different layers of color and smooth and blend it all together. So I've got my crumb coated cake. It's been in the fridge for a little bit. I've got my bag of pink icing and I'm just making a nice thick even-ish stripe all around the cake. I'm doing the same with the purple, and I'm going to then add a blue layer on top. Each of these layers are pretty thick, and I tried to make them as even as I could. I am going to cover the top with blue icing, and I didn't feel like, making my pretty little stripes all around anymore, so I just squirted the rest on top. This isn't going to be too much of a big deal later on because you're going to see that I'm going to put some drip on it and some more little icing rosette kind of things, and it'll just be covered up. So yes. Alright, so once the top is nice and smooth, I'm going to start scraping the sides. And again, the cake itself has been in the refrigerator, so the crumb coating is chilly. The outside icing is not. So I was rinsing my my scraper with hot water and then drying it just to kind of warm it up a little bit, because I did find the cake was cooling off that outer layer of colorful icing a bit quicker than I wanted. So after a few scrapes and a few patches, I ended up with it really nicely smoothed together and blended without over blending the colors. So the blue is still blue, the purple is still purple, the pink is still pink, and I don't have hybrids anywhere. This is a bottle of, I believe it's Walmart is where I got it. Yeah, it was Walmart. It's Walmart squeeze, like microwavable and squeeze drizzle. It's so easy and affordable. If you don't make your own and you want to just buy the bottle that you microwave, I highly suggest you look at Walmart. This was white that I just threw some purple dye in, or some purple food coloring. And then just, it worked good. Just shake it up and use it, and it's so much cheaper than what you'll find on Amazon. Now the little swirls I'm making there, I had taken my 3 bags of icing, my purple, my pink, and my blue, and took the tips out of them and put all 3 bags into another bag with a new star tip and just squeezed it out together. So this way, again, because the bags are still separate inside the main bag, the colors aren't blending together, they're staying their own true color, and they come out in nice little spirals like that. So yeah, you got a nice cake right here. If you wanted to stop or take it into a different themed direction, this is like a great way to begin. Simple, colorful, pretty, yes. Okay, into the fridge it goes. Now this is where I get into LOL land. I didn't go far into it. I was not going to try to make a doll because the person I was doing this for had a doll that she bought for her granddaughter already that she wanted to have to just place on top, so she needed room for it. So I just made a bow and then the LOL logo. This is going to be the bow. This is gum paste because I do want it to set and firm. And I cut out the rectangle as you saw. I kind of made a wavy swoop down into the center of it, and with a couple rolls of paper towel, I fold it over, add some water into the center, just paint a little bit of water on with a paintbrush, and press down, and you have a very basic bow. It's like very basic, very simple. You can always get more fancy with it once you are more comfortable with it. But I don't make a lot of bows, and so I can go a little further, but I typically don't go a lot further with my bows than this. So you put another piece of rectangle-shaped gum paste wrapped around it. Again, a little bit of water, pinch the center together. Just do it carefully, and you have a bow. It's not hard. You could do this. If I could do it, you could do it. Here is my LOL logo. I'm not going to make the surprise word at the bottom because I don't have the patience of all the saints, just a couple of them when I do these cakes. And I didn't want to have to cut out each and every letter and form it. So I'm going to stick with the basic overall shape of the logo and then the LOL letters themselves. I'm doing it all on that pink, kind of hot pink color for the background. And again, this is just something I found online and printed out to the size that I thought would best fit my cake. I cut out each letter independently. I'm going to use white gum paste right here to carve them out, just like that. You don't need to see me carve each one because it's literally just tracing. I did roll the gum paste out pretty thin though, because I didn't want it real thick. The hot pink is a little bit thicker, maybe twice the thickness of the white, because I do need it to be stable enough to support the weight of the letters on the side of the cake and not buckle or get wrinkled, you know, from the weight of it. I put some little white dots next to each letter, and now I'm using a black food coloring marker. So this is all edible stuff here, and I'm just drawing on the dots. The dots are very simple and basic. It's just an alternating pattern. You got two, stagger the other twos. You know, it's very simple. Now, to clean this all up, I'm going to outline it all in some black. So I rolled out some black gum paste, nice and thin. I ended up getting some water and smearing my dots, which was annoying, so I had to fix it. But yeah, I got my black, cut real thin stripes as even as I can, because I did freehand this. And I put water around the edge of the logo, and I'm going to go around the whole entire thing. I'm going to come back for the letters. But for now, I'm going to trace the entire outside of the logo. And you can already see it just looks, you know, a little sharper, a little nicer. It was too short, so you just make sure you have a clean end where it doesn't meet anymore, or where you end it. And where you connect your new piece, again, make sure you have a nice clean cut. I just tore that one off because I've done this a million times. You might need to use a knife if you're not as comfortable. But yeah, that's it. And again, here I am just tracing around my letters. I'm going to go around the little period after each of the letters. And I'm not going to go all the way completely around because the black outline that I did on the main symbol is there. So it's kind of just, I don't know, not worth going it around, overlapping it again. If you want to, go right ahead. There's no harm. I'm just saving my black gum paste a little bit. So yeah, make sure you don't forget to outline that center of the O. Pinch off the edges, you know, around the period so they look a little nicer and neater. And then carefully place it on the side of your cake. I had to paint a little bit of water onto the back of it to make it stick because, again, my icing was chilled. My bow has pretty much set. It doesn't take long for gum paste to set up if you have a good dry day like I did. It's not humid at all here. We actually need rain, if anything else. So I'm using a couple lollipop sticks in order to support my bow so it doesn't move in transport. Clean up my logo a little bit more, and really that's it. It's ready for the doll. It's ready to be eaten, and it looks super cute. It's very colorful, very easy. So that's all you have to do. I hope you found this video helpful. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I've got a lot of other videos out there, so be sure to take a look. And as always, thank you for watching Caketastic Cakes.